Hello everyone, I am PyroFalkon and this is Fire Emblem 3 Houses. In the last episode, we found that Flayn is missing, and we've tried to search for her. We know where she is as far as the game is concerned, but if we activate that option, we will end the month and miss out on everything else we can do. So, for this week, we're just going to end our free time. Yeah, what is going on there? Oh, it's Leicester Alliance Founding Day. There's a special dish in the dining hall. Okay.
I've eaten many meals in my time, but this is divine.
Oh, exquisite! This is exactly the meal I've been craving.
I just grabbed two random individuals, I guess? I wonder if that would have been any different if I was allied with the Leicester Alliance side. That's Claude's side, the yellow house. Oh, Hanneman now is going to support. Okay.
Ah, Professor. Always a pleasure to see you. I wonder, might you have a moment to chat?
Sure. What do you want?
Come now. You have no need to be on guard. I'd never cause you harm. You're far too valuable a specimen, well, that is to say, too valuable a member of the Academy staff.
I need an adult.
Indeed, the further my crest research progresses, the closer you come to learning the truth of your heritage. Is it not so? When I learned you bore the lost crest, the very crest of flames itself, I set about learning everything I could about your past. What was the origin of your bloodline? How have the events of your life been shaped by your lineage? I became somewhat obsessed, I must admit.
My past is my business.
I promised you no harm, remember? I merely reached out to mercenaries whom you've worked with to understand your life before the Academy. Of course, I also contacted Gerald and his mercenary friends. Your father does keep rather interesting company. I'm excited to share with you what I learned, but I do ask that you correct me if I am mistaken on any account. The story begins with Gerald serving as captain of the Knights of Seros. There was a woman at the monastery with whom Gerald was quite close. At first, it seemed obvious this mystery woman was your mother. Alas, that cannot be the case. The timing is all wrong. As it was told to me, the woman in question passed away shortly before Gerald left the monastery. Yet your birth occurred sometime later, while Gerald was taking work as a mercenary. This, of course, presumes your age is accurately reported. If you were born sooner, well, the story would be quite different, would it not?
I don't know what you're talking about, dude. I barely remember to put on pants in the morning.
It is intriguing, though, yes? Why is your age so difficult to pin down? For example, Gerald never once spoke of his time serving as captain of the Knights. That's quite a secret to keep for all those years. In the end, your old acquaintances had little definitive to say about either of you. However, they all agreed on one thing. Your father and yourself were a strong pair, warriors to be respected and feared. You in particular. In fact, many came to know you as the Ashen Demon. They say you would destroy your enemies without a hint of emotion on your face. The mercenaries I spoke to revered you as a living legend of sorts. So, that is what I learned. And I admit, it is barely more than I knew before. The next step in my research is to ask your blood for answers, and hope that it is more forthcoming than your past acquaintances.
I'm even more uncomfortable now, sir. Okay, great. What's happening?
Okay, let's go.
Oh shoot, yeah, I forgot to change everyone's goals
You shall
around.
have my help, for what little that is worth.
Because it wasn't an instruction week, I didn't think about it.
We have succeeded handily.
At least these two are getting things accomplished. Yeah, shoot, I should have set everyone's goals from the menu. Because some of them are probably... Yeah, Ash doesn't need to learn axes. I want Ingrid to get on horseback.
There's so much left to learn.
Oh, I'm gonna have to fix a lot of
It all
things.
makes sense now.
You have to fix their abilities.
Still got room to grow.
I'm getting the hang of this.
Balthus now knows how to cure people. That's interesting. Okay, well, great. This is gonna take me a hot minute. I guess we should go do a battle or a seminar. So, I do have one issue with Pyro. So Pyro generally does not gain skill on his own, unlike the students who learn every week. For Pyro, he has to go talk to the faculty in order to learn from them. The problem is, what I originally intended Pyro to do is to be able to fly around the battlefield so he can give items to people. However, none of the faculty teach flying, and I can't have him learn flying if I can't get him onto a Pegasus back so he can. And yeah, even in the seminars, no one's teaching it. I wonder if the game is designed that way on purpose so the main character can never learn flying. Because if the main character cannot learn flying, then that takes that option away. However, the main character can get on horseback, so... But no one teaches it here. So I'm in this weird position with what I need to do. I guess I'll go to battle, because that'll help experience points, that'll help support. It'll give me a chance to kind of move everyone's goals around. I can just do that from here, thankfully. I can change everyone's goals up. And we can start getting experience points for the rookies who have just joined the house. So, and I'm on a quest for Anna anyway. Wait a minute, can I fight at the end of the month? No, I won't be able to fight at the... Oh, there's a free period on Tuesday. Okay, so I will be able to fight on the 28th. So I think a battle this week is smart. And then exploring next week. Did I say a fight? I meant... I'll figure out what to do. No use for me to run the video while I'm deciding things. I decided to explore the school for this week, and that opened up a couple more supports, including this one, Mercedes, and Sylvain's C support.
Mercedes, you look divine as always. Are you off to pray?
Oh, hello, Sylvain. I was just on my way to pray. How did you guess?
Well, because I've been watching your lovely...
Oh, I get it. You're the type who's always looking at girls, aren't you?
I won't lie, I do enjoy beholding women, but I don't mean it like that with you. I know I sound like a dope. I think you're special.
Oh, really? You think I'm so clumsy that I need someone to watch over me. Is that why you can't take your eyes off me?
You're beautiful, and I mean that. You're... how can I put it without sounding even worse? Okay, here goes. I want to get to know you better. As friends, I mean.
That's all you gotta do, Sylvain.
Well, what's something you like?
I like to pray. I've been praying regularly since I was a child.
You grew up in the Empire, didn't you?
That's right. I was raised in House Bartels.
Bartels? I thought you were born to House Martreats.
It's a complicated story. I'm not sure that it's a very interesting one, but I'm happy to share it with you.
I don't mean to be nosy, if it's too personal.
Oh no, I don't mind. I wasn't trying to hide anything from you. House Martreats fell shortly before I was born.
Oh.
My father passed away while my mother was still pregnant with me, so she had nowhere to go. After I was born, my mother ended up marrying the head of House Bartels. Shortly after, My mother bore a true Bartels child who bore a crest. She and I were treated as though we were no longer useful to the family after that.
You think the Bartels were just using her to secure a crest?
They must have been. My mother and I were removed from the family and forced to flee to a church in the kingdom. I abandoned the Bartels name and took up our old family name again.
So you grew up in a church. Okay, it makes more sense now why you're praying all the time.
Yes, praying! I forgot that I was on my way to pray.
Right, and I interrupted you. Well, see you around, Mercedes.
Yes, see you!
House Bartels wanted a crest, and ruined other people's lives to get one. These idiots are all the same.
Is that a heart of gold underneath the weird womanizing exterior, Sylvain? I might need to get to know you a little bit better. Mercedes' voice always hits me a little wrong. That weird, very feathery, light voice. It's not just her. It always... To me, it lacks emotional punch sometimes. And I've heard a lot of voices similar, like Fluttershy from My Little Pony has that kind of voice. So... I don't know what it is. I have trouble hearing the emotion in that voice, and it's always difficult for me to take an emotional scene like that seriously. It almost sounds not sarcastic, but a bit flat. But I don't know if that's just me. I don't know if it's just something with my ears. One of the supports here is Pyro and Mercedes A support. But you may notice that the symbol on the left is somewhat faded. What that means is that it will take some time before you can deepen this bond. That basically means that we are on such good terms that I can't see the scene because of plot reasons, so that will trigger once we get to the second half of the game. Luckily, I can still build up support with her. So, theoretically, Pyro and Mercedes can even hit the S rank or whatever before we get to the second half, if I worked with her enough. Okay, so Hapi and I have a support, and it looks like that's the only one. Now, the white symbol, the white with the blue dots here that you can see, and on Hapi, the white symbol means it will trigger either by conversation here in the school, or it'll just randomly pop up during the week. So I'm going to run over to Abyss, which is where she hangs out sometimes. And if it's not available in Abyss, then I have a feeling that once I proceed with the week, then it will trigger. Well, I expected to have a support with Hapi, but not with Ingrid, so let's see how she's doing. Why did I gain support with her?
Third time this month.
Uh-oh.
Well, that's that. Father never relents. Oh, Professor! Hello! Did you need something?
What were you doing just now? Why is it any of my business?
Well, that is... I was just tossing out something I have no need of. It's important to keep our spaces clean, after all. You'd do well to remember that too, Professor. A clean space makes for a clean mind, or some such. Getting rid of things you have no need for is the first step to managing one's belongings in an economical way.
Wow, her voice is so much better, and her delivery is so much better than when she was voicing Reese in Trials of Mana. Like... Holy crap. The Trials of Mana thing, I wouldn't say the voice actor phoned it in, but just like either it was more rushed or it didn't have good direction or Fire Emblem's production values are better, but just holy crap. She's so much a better speaker as Ingrid. Could you help tidy my room sometime? That just sounds naughty. Are you the thrifty type?
Does that surprise you? Perhaps it seems ill-befitting someone of noble birth to care about such things. Despite my family's nobility, we've never been particularly wealthy. So my father raised me to be conservative with my resources, paring down when necessary. He also encouraged me to keep my living spaces immaculate, so the two go hand in hand, I suppose.
He sets a fine example I'd be happy to follow. Even in real life, I hate wasting things. What is it you threw out, anyway? Well, again, why is it my business?
Just a scrap of paper. It was already written on, so no good for note-taking. And obviously, I can't use it to clean my lance. So I tossed it. No need to hang on to inconsequential things, you know. Professor,
Okay.
did you come to check on me for any particular reason? I hope Sylvain and Felix aren't getting into trouble as they tend to do.
No. Just saying hi.
Well, if there's nothing important, I'll be on my way then. I still have some cleaning to take care of, after all. Talk to you later, Professor.
Okay, bye. Okay, great. I guess that happened. Happy? Yay, Happy! My favorite.
Oh, Chatterbox, it's you. Do you need this room for something? Should I leave?
I'm in the library stables. Why would you leave?
What do you mean? With me here, you won't be able to focus on whatever you're doing.
I mean, that's true, but not for the reason you're thinking. You're very cute, Happy. I would like to buy you a cheeseburger, but I'll be fine. Just stay.
Alright, if you're sure. You're a strange one, you know that? When I came in earlier, people couldn't leave fast enough. They ran away like I was a bad smell. I should be used to that sort of thing by now, but... well, it stung a little bit.
You never get used to that shit, believe me. Why would they leave, even though I know the answer to the question?
Fun of me?
What?
I'm sure you've heard the rumors just like everyone else. A girl who summons monsters when she sighs. That's not the kind of thing people keep to themselves. Anyway, I prefer solitude. It's easier that way.
I didn't realize I could lose support by my dialogue choices, so that's good to know. Gonna have to be a bit more cautious. Happy certainly likes hearing the truth and directness, so I need to keep that in mind. Are the rumors true?
You really didn't know? Yeah, the rumors are true as heck. That's why the knight stuck me in Abyss. If anything was going to happen, better down there than up here. That was the idea anyway.
I see.
Oh, you had that look on your face. The yikes, get this creep away from me look. It's okay, I'll leave. Look how dangerous I am after all. You wouldn't want to be left alone with someone like me. Who knows? Maybe I'll get exasperated and without thinking I'll start to...
Apparently yawns are okay. I still wonder if there's some other thing going on because it's such a weird... Did you just yawn the Akamura because Happy yawned? If there's some sort of coincidence going on, it seems weird that she'd be able to summon monsters, but it was just a yawn. That's a relief.
Sorry to scare you, Chatterbox. I don't usually do that. Guess I haven't been getting enough sleep. Everybody talking about me like I'm some freak. It's been bothering me.
Aw, you're worrying me, but I get it.
It doesn't matter. Gossip is petty and a waste of energy, so there's no need for me to pay it any mind.
Still.
The funny thing is, all this drama has made me more likely to lose my cool. If that happens, you'll help me out, right?
Oh, hell yeah. I'll stab anyone in the face who messes with you. Hey, well, at least I recovered a little bit of support with that. Now what? Catherine would like to... Jeez, I'm just loading up on the supports today.
I wonder why.
Sorry?
Why does Lady Rhea give you special treatment? You're not particularly strong or good-looking. You seem exceedingly unremarkable.
Great, thanks.
Not that I doubt you were a skilled mercenary. Shamir came from the same background, but she doesn't get nearly as much of Lady Rhea's attention. Besides, it'd be one thing if you got brought on as a knight, but a professorship, unprecedented.
Sorry. I apologize for everything anyway.
I'm not blaming you, I'm just perplexed. And it's not like just anyone can wield the Sword of the Creator. It's a legendary relic, right? And it was casually handed over to you. It's unbelievable. Maybe it's because you're related to Gerald. He was a leader of the Knights of Saros, and probably the finest mercenary in all Fodlan. By the time I joined, he was gone, so I don't know him too well, but he's strong, right?
Oh, yeah. Oh, I don't have yes. I don't know what you're talking about.
Oh, come on. There can't be a soul in Fodlan who hasn't heard tales of the Bladebreaker. Maybe that's it. Gerald used his influence to help you. But Lady Rhea wouldn't give you favorable treatment because of that. No, definitely not. There must be something more to you. Okay, that settles it. I'm going to watch from afar. Figure out what Lady Rhea could possibly see in you. Whatever it is, maybe I can copy it so that you'll take a shine to me as well. And if I discover that your intentions are malicious, I'll cut you down. With relish.
How about with mustard instead? Aren't I funny? Maybe Rhea loves my humor. Catherine? Okay, fine. Hey, it's my birthday! I got a birthday gift from Edelgard! Aw, she's so sweet and innocent and kind and selfless. Thank you, Edelgard. Aw, you're so nice. I took the weekend to battle, and now Sylvain wants to talk to us. Isn't this the B support? I'll probably be close to flipping them now. What happened?
Oh, Professor. I didn't realize you were there. If we keep running into each other like this, people will start to talk. They'll say, Sylvain and the Professor are on the prowl. Forget it. What do you need?
The forget it of someone who knows his joke didn't land. I've been there, Sylvain. I've been on YouTube for 10 years. Are you having girl problems, Sylvain?
I fell for that girl recently, but I just wanted to have some fun and leave it at that. So I told her we should break it off. I guess she was feeling a little more serious than I was. She started crying, and everything got a bit complicated.
You're complicated. Your face is complicated.
Come on, Professor. Playing around with girls is the most fun a guy can have. Besides, I don't care what you think of me. I don't intend to change how I live my life. I'm a good-for-nothing, if you haven't noticed. But I'm still a noble with a crest. That's all anyone cares about. It's best to avoid getting too serious with fools like that. It only leads to trouble. I'm gonna be forced into an arranged marriage with some random noble woman anyway. By the way, Professor, you didn't know you had a crest, did you?
I never thought much about it.
I see. I suppose a mercenary wouldn't be concerned with such things.
Yeah, we're gonna go with that. What was your experience in something, apparently?
Most children who are born to noble families are tested upon birth to see if they bear one. Even descendants of the 10 elites, like myself, can't be legitimate heirs without a crest. That means as children, we're only accepted if we're born with one. The heads of most noble houses keep having kids until they get one with a crest. Those children then grow up to be heads of their houses, and the vicious cycle continues. Do you get it now? To all these commoner girls, I'm just a trophy, or rather, a stud horse.
That's cynical.
Perhaps, but that doesn't change the fact that these girls don't love me. They only love the potential rewards of loving me. If I marry a girl and she gives birth to a child with a crest, that kid might become the next head of House Gautier. But nowadays, with the bloodlines getting weaker, there are a lot of kids like my brother, born with no hope. For ages now, those of us with crests have been envied and desired, but never for who we are. I understand the value of my blood. Believe me, I hate how much I understand it. I know better than to dream of being free from this burden. I'm used to it by now. I used to think I didn't have the right to live freely.
Huh. Sylvain might sympathize with Edelgard's goals. Anyway, you don't think that way anymore?
That's right. You know what? I'm a bit jealous. The whole time you were growing up, you never knew you had a crest. You were free. Nobody pretended to like you. I kind of hate you for that. You were a spoiled brat who should pay for that crest. Maybe I'll collect the debt. Gotcha! Wow, you should have seen the look on your face just then. Don't mind me, Professor. After all, ladies love a dark and brooding noble.
Is it too late to throw Sylvain back into the ocean? I'm gonna throw him into the ocean. So, do I just have a free week again that I'm forced to explore? Okay, there's there's the quest that's done. Okay, yeah, I just have a mission here. Alright, give me a hot second. So, before we get to the mission, and since we only have a couple minutes left, let's bang out a couple supports that we've earned. We haven't earned a tremendous number here, but certainly a few. So, first up, and probably the only one we'll have time for, is Bernadetta and Linhardt's B support.
A little more crimson, maybe?
May I suggest vermilion instead?
Vermilion? I know, I see it. You don't have to say it. I've got no talent at all.
I said nothing about your talent. I simply suggested vermilion over crimson. Do you know vermilion? It's just a softer shade of crimson. I believe it would... Oh, forget it. This is your artistic vision and I am but a meddler. I am going to read my book and leave you to your art.
No, it's fine. Say what you want to say. It's good advice. I'll use vermilion. Thank you.
Well, I'd best be heading back.
Phew! Finally done! I think.
All finished?
Please, don't look at it!
Everything looks a bit faded, doesn't it? Ironically, crimson may have been a better choice after all. The sense of distance on the petals is a little strange. Perhaps you should pay closer attention to such details as you paint. A preliminary sketch would do wonders. Still, forget my pedantic comments. You really do have potential. Bernadetta?
Idiot! Hopeless! Waste of time! Just burn the whole thing, Bernie! Break your stupid brushes and never paint again!
Huh. Perhaps I should have kept my thoughts to myself.
You think? Anyone who has done any sort of creative work has been there. Alright, that's all I got time for. So in the next one, we've got a couple more supports. Maybe 3 more supports. And then we'll be able to continue on with the mission and hopefully find where Flame went. Thank you all very much for watching. I will see you again tomorrow for another episode.